Is John Dutton saying goodbye to us? Will someone else bite the dust in a crazy assassination attempt? We bet the cliffhanger Yellowstone Season 5 Part 1 ended with you biting your nails. Let's break down the onset leak from Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. John's final goodbye is sealed. Before the main series wraps up, there's a lot of unfinished business. The teaser that Paramount released for Part 2 has us on the edge of our seats. For starters, civil war has erupted among the Duttons, with Jamie and Beth literally at each other's throats. John Dutton is facing impeachment, and how can we forget that a terrible sickness is sweeping across Montana's fauna and threatening the Duttons' cattle? So if the Duttons are falling apart, are they building up to John Dutton's inevitable exit from the series? The show has been on hiatus since January, and the writer's strike has delayed production even more. Not to mention, Kevin Costner's participation in the series' final episodes is still uncertain as the actor transitions to a new passion project of his own. It even became the reason the series was canceled. But get this, Taylor Sheridan's standing firm on his vision for John's journey. He's got an ending in mind that's bound to leave us all on the edge of our seats. For now, there are multiple ongoing talks with Costner's team. They're discussing the possibility of filming extra scenes to give John Dutton the send-off he truly deserves. And one thing is certain, John's going to get an exit fit for a king. How does Senior Dutton's journey conclude? As Yellowstone's hiatus stretches on, fans are left to ponder the fate of the show's central figure. The upcoming second half of Season 5 is slated to be a grand finale. So, what is Sheridan cooking? Over on Reddit, one user paints an intriguing scenario. John dies, Casey inherits the ranch, and partners with the Native Americans. A compelling proposition that neatly ties up loose ends. But more theories are popping up. There are rumors afloat that there will be a passing of the land from John Dutton's family to Tate, ultimately reclaiming it for the Native Americans. In the midst of it all, Jamie and John will both meet their fates in their ongoing feud and bid their farewells. Meanwhile, Beth and Rip hold the fort at the main house, while Casey and Monica raise Tate to his rightful inheritance. Sounds like a destined outcome, right? On the other hand, Taylor has revealed he doesn't do car crashes. But John has already survived colon cancer, a perforated ulcer, and a shooting, so he's almost certain to fall victim to Jamie and Sarah's murder plot. Kelly Riley, the actress behind Beth, dropped a tantalizing hint. She reveals the finale is beautiful and epic, with room for a happy conclusion. To the cast, they're at the mercy of the storyteller's vision and will be happy to simply follow the path Sheridan sets them on. But whatever the writers decide on, one thing is certain. John's going to go away in style because Kevin's contract demands it. So apparently, Costner has a little something special in his contract. They call it the Moral Death Clause. Now, what's that, you ask? Well, it's like a shield for Costner's character, making sure he doesn't meet his end in a way that would be, let's say, less than honorable. Matt Belloni dished it hot. He mentioned how these kinds of clauses are pretty darn rare in the biz. So for Costner, it means the writers and creators of Yellowstone have to think extra carefully about how to wrap things up if he's not in the picture. Speaking of wrapping up, what do we know about Jamie Dutton's story? The Crazy Bloodbath. Jamie, played by the charismatic Wes Bentley, just spilled major tea. The man who brings Jamie Dutton to life might have just let something slip. He hinted at a major shakeup in the Yellowstone world. Now, we don't have a crystal ball, but if Bentley's got the inside scoop, we're all ears. Apparently, a major death is coming our way, and it's going to be crazy violent. So, are we in store for blood, sweat, and more blood? Jamie has always had that spark of unpredictability. He's not one to shy away from making bold moves, and we've seen him take matters into his own hands before. With the storm clouds gathering and his actions against John becoming more brazen, it's like watching a powder keg, just waiting to ignite. Enter a Reddit revelation that's got fans buzzing. It might not be Beth who faces Jamie's fury. Their prediction? Summer Higgins, living in the main house, might be tragically mistaken for Beth. A chilling twist if you ask us. Why is this theory turning heads? Well, Sheridan, the show's mastermind, is known for playing the long game, and let's face it, there's no apparent reason for Summer to linger around the Duttons' turf. However, her untimely demise could send shockwaves through the Dutton clan, perhaps even being the spark that ignites the powder keg of tensions. Could her death be the final straw, leading John to confront Jamie in a reckoning that's been a long time coming? Only time will tell in this gripping game of life. Yellowstone has never shied away from delivering gut-wrenching moments. Remember the shocking loss of Lee and that brutal office ambush? Those scenes still haunt our dreams. And let's not forget Jamie's own dark turn when he silenced the reporter Sarah. So here's the question. Can we expect even more jaw-dropping violence in the upcoming episodes? Season 5 Part 1 brought a different kind of intensity. The violence, though present, was held back, giving us a taste of something new. Was this a deliberate build-up? Could it be leading to an explosive climax, a grand finale that leaves us breathless? Or is this tension going to simmer and explode in a more contained, yet equally devastating way? All we know is it points to a final curtain call for John Dutton. But apart from the main man, who can we expect to come back for Part 2? Season 5 new cast. Yellowstone Season 5 introduces a dynamic ensemble of newcomers, each poised to add unique dimensions to the show's gripping narrative. Kai Castor as Rowdy is a young cowboy, and his arrival promises to shake up the ranch dynamics with his untamed spirit and cowboy charisma. As for Lainey Wilson, who plays Abby, she's bringing her musical talents to the show. Abby is set to infuse the Yellowstone landscape with her captivating melodies, adding a new layer of depth to the series. And Lily Kai, as Clara Brewer, is Governor Dutton's new assistant. Clara's role in the political arena hints at potential power struggles and complex interactions within the realm of Montana politics. How can we forget the cutthroat Dawn Olivieri as Sarah Atwood? She's a Montana newcomer and self-described corporate shark. Sarah's introduction is set to stir Jamie's professional and personal life. Before the season debut, Catherine Kelly, who plays Jimmy's fiancée, Emily, has been upgraded to series regular and would be returning to the show. Now, she's only featured in the mid-season finale so far, and they're content to live and work at the 4-6's ranch in Texas. So let's see how she'll stir the pot in Part 2. These fresh faces promise to inject new energy and intrigue into Yellowstone's already rich tapestry of characters, setting the stage for a captivating Season 5. Get ready to welcome them into the fold. Speaking of, when can we expect our favorite show to air? Expected release date and more. Yellowstone fans, don't get too comfy in the stirrups just yet. We were all geared up for the grand finale in November, but guess what? There's a bit of a hiccup. With the SAG-AFTRA strike having finally concluded, it's going to be a while before people jump into action again. Now we can expect the show to air in 2024. On the other hand, Sheridan's been keeping himself busy. A thrilling new chapter is on the horizon, and it's looking like Matthew McConaughey might be leading the charge. All right. This spin-off is still in the works, and it's got Yellowstone right in the title. But here's the twist. We're looking at a fresh locale and a brand new cast, so don't hold your breath for familiar faces. Taylor is eyeing places where time-honored traditions clash with the modern world. The challenges are wild, and there are boundless stories to tell in these unique settings. One place that caught his eye was the legendary 4-6's ranch in North Texas, which played a part in Yellowstone's lore. And guess what? Sheridan now owns it. Production might be in a little pause, but it's only because he's giving it the attention it deserves. Either way, Sheridan's got his hands full, and we're sure we'll come to a banging conclusion. Let us know in the comments how you think John Dutton will meet his end, and make sure to subscribe for more.